What up, you guys? Welcome to the channel where we make StarCraft into one of the most epic ways to play, win, and get reactions from people. What is going on, you guys? Hope you guys are having a good week. It's been a while since we've done mass Firebats. I think it's been like maybe a month, probably before my Indonesia trip that I had. So I figured let's get back at it. I had like 7 or 8 games what I've been doing, just mass Firebats, just back to back to back, and it's just so like easy. It's kind of like second nature, and I think the reason is because it's such a ridiculous troll. It looks so stupid, especially when players see it. They're just like confused and they're like, "What the heck is this?" And so it's so funny. I wanted to put together, I think like maybe 6 or 7 clips. So we'll have like a bunch of bonus clips here. We'll have a main game as well, and we'll have a good time here. So hopefully you guys stick around and check this one out. Alright, I'm playing as All Sky. On my team I've got Beanbag. He's back. Hey guys, if you guys like this sort of content, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on all the fun troll plays we're going to do on players. Like this one. And this one. And of course this one. And as always guys, make sure to drop some thoughts, comments, or any fun ideas you guys may have. Alright guys, let's get back to the game. As well, we've got Jack Kell, he's Protoss over at 5 o'clock. On the way team, we've got a bunch of pubs here. These guys are okay. I'd say they're probably just like 3.5 to like 4, so I'm not going to bother going through their names and whatnot, so I think this is more just purely for a good time here, guys. Alright, so I'm over at 7 o'clock. I'm going to open up with a wall here. We'll do some tank harasses, just to kind of slow them down a little bit. You guys know how this works, so I want to make sure we kind of even out the math, put our team a little bit slightly ahead of the game without them wanting to leave, just so that they're a bit motivated enough so that they're going to obviously want to stay in the game, get some revenge. If you guys are new to the channel, like, welcome guys. This channel is all about epic troll plays. You know, how can you motivate players, trick them using mind tricks, trickery, deception, all that sort of stuff, so that players will stay in the game and they're motivated enough to wanting to get revenge, so that you can actually get to the point where you can execute troll plays. So this channel is not all about like, doing micro macro with Marines and medics and Dragoons and Zealots, ending the game in 12 minutes and then kind of repeating it again. We've been doing that for 25 years. There's tons of that already. This channel is all about how can you actually get to the troll play and really get some epic times here. Alright, so total game time is about like 19 minutes. We got a couple of bonus clips as well, so I'll fast forward to those as soon as this game's done. Alright, so I got a wall here, got the factory coming along here as well. I'm gonna get a second depot. That second depot is to reinforce the wall here, so in case if you know they try to come and bust my wall, I've got like an extra layer of protection just in case, and I'm willing to sacrifice that second depot just so that obviously it's gonna support us. Most of the time, like, I don't lose that depot, but you know, sometimes maybe about like 20% of the time, you know, I will lose that depot, but that's okay. It's worth the investment there. So once I get that, I'll get into the bunker right behind here, and then I'll put probably about 3 Marines, depending on like what I see on the map and how many units are there on the map. But typically I'll get like 3 Marines. As soon as this is done, we'll get a starport, and then we'll probably go do some harasses. And the key here, guys, is that you don't want to kill players. You want to just, you know, reduce the amount of units on the map, kill workers, making them slightly behind, and then obviously the most important part is making them frustrated and mad, so that they're going to be motivated and wanting to get revenge with you, and that's when the game is really fun. So let's go for that drop. Let's go for, I'm thinking like yellow over here at 11 o'clock. We'll kill off some drones and we'll pick them up, and then we'll go to the next player. Depending on how it goes, I think these guys aren't that great, so I don't want to kill too much, but at the very least I want to pick off like maybe like 5 or 6 drones here. We'll back off if there's too much here, or we sense that he's going to leave. Looks like there's some action going on over at 9 o'clock as well. Beanbag is going Marines and medics, so he should be okay. So I'm targeting the drones here, guys, and just a tip, if you guys are using tanks to kind of harass Zerg, most of the time you actually don't want to siege the tanks, because there will be Zerglings that will come. Zerglings have speed. Most Zerg players will get speed, and so you don't want to do that. I, you know, kind of time it so then I get about like 2 or 3 shots per tank, and then I'll unsiege right away. And I never want to go more than 3 shots, because typically that's kind of the amount of time frame that a Zerg has, so then they're gonna bring their Zerglings back and try to save their base. So typically you'll get like maybe 2 or 3 shots, and that's about it. So but most of the time, if you actually just keep your tanks unsieged, you can actually pop and kill drones like pretty easily, and you can pick off like 4 or 5 drones and kind of move on to the next one without having to unsiege or anything like that. So I got us expansion over at 6 o'clock as well, and this is going to be a secret expansion, and you guys know how this works. I want to make sure that I'm going to get a bunch of expansion, so then I can really get a big economy, so then we can actually afford to get, like, I'm thinking like 10 to 12 barracks here, and that's going to be really key because, you know, as you guys know, like Marines and medics, they're really cheap, and so any kind of bow units, they're really cheap. Firebats are like, you know, 50 minerals and then like 25 gas, and so you want to make sure you kind of maximize the amount of barracks that you guys have. So I'm probably going to get like, yeah, I'm thinking probably like 10 to like 12 here. Just kind of depending on the real estate that I've got. So I gotta make sure I lay out my base here. I'll show you guys the tech tree. So you got 2 engineering bays, so I want to make sure I get those upgrades up pretty quick. I even have a science facility down as well, and that's obviously going to really support, really allow us to get those +2 and +3 upgrades here. Going to transfer some SCVs over as well. I got a wall here just in case, so then you know, if they decide to come to 6 o'clock, I'll be able to kind of block them off here. Alright, transfer some more SCVs over. I don't want to transfer the SCVs over obviously by ground because you can see there's an overlord there, there's an overlord here, and if they see it, they're going to definitely come and kill my expansion here, so definitely don't want to do that. Alright, let's get those barracks down, guys. We're going to get, as I said, like 10 to 12 here, so depending on the real estate that we've got. Yeah, so it looks like Harry Beanbag tried to do an attack here. He was facing like a 1 versus 3, so it was okay. He did not bad of a job here, but they definitely killed all of his units, so that's probably going to give them a bit of high morale as well too, so that's definitely a good thing here. Alright, so let's start the production of Firebats. It's time's about like 11 minutes here, so I think I should be able to get 200 maxed out supply in probably about like 2.5 minutes here. So let's check the food chart. We are at 100/132 here. So the key thing here is you got to keep making depots, got to keep getting on top of that. So I typically have like 3 SCVs making depots at the same time because, as you guys can imagine, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got like 12, 13 barracks here. So I actually got an extra one as well. So we got like 13 barracks. As you guys can imagine, like it's going to go through the supply really quick. So that's why you want to make sure you get like a lot of depots here. I'll get my base fortified as well. So I'll get some turrets all around here just so that they're not going to be able to make any drops or get observers to come in and see. All right, check the food chart again. So we're at 158/180. Got about 60 SCVs as well, so that's typically a really good number to have, especially when you're kind of at this point in the game here. Red's being attacked here. Red was getting Corsairs trying to support us by killing overlords and any kind of mutalists that came, so it looks like they're doing an attack at his expansion here, so he's definitely going to lose that expansion. I think he should be okay, since he's probably making some Dark Templars or something here. Yeah, I think he should be okay, because he's got cannons down here, and some units are popping out as well too, so yeah, he is making some Dark Templars. Because there are essentially no detection here, so that should be able to help him. Alright, let's go back home. Let's check where we're at. 192/200 here, so we're almost there, guys, to be able to do this drop. Alright, so we are at 200 now officially, so let's go do this drop. I'm thinking let's go, I was thinking yellow, but I think dropping on a Protoss using Firebats just looks more ridiculous, so maybe let's go pink instead here. So I got, okay, so I got like 15 shuttles here, so 15 times 8. Okay, so I lied. So we're going to have about like 120 units here. So some of those are going to be Firebats, so but we should probably be slightly above 100 here. So probably like 105 Firebats, and the rest are going to be medics. So let's check this out. Let's go for pink here. So I scan his base, and looks like he's got only Zealots at the front here. So he's definitely going to be in a surprise for this guy. So check this out. And he sees the dropship. So he's sending his Zealots back. So check this out. Oh man, his probes are just popping. I even like D-Matrix one of them here. Oh man, yellow's bringing some mutalists, unfortunately. So these Firebats will die, but I think before they'll die, we'll take out a bunch here. We'll take out a bunch of stuff here. There's Zerglings and there's Zealots. These are definitely the wrong units to be able to fight against. Firebats here. But these mutalists are definitely doing some damage. But I think before that happens, we'll take out a lot of buildings here, like the Nexus. We'll take out some of the tech buildings as well. And so I wonder what Pink's thinking right now. He's probably like, he's never seen this many Firebats being dropped before. So he's probably contemplating if this is actually like a new strategy, a new build or something here. Alright, let's go home. Let's make another batch here. Alright, let's drop at white at 1 o'clock here. We'll finish this game off and we'll go off to the next 3 games that we have here. Yeah, white really wants to kill red down here, so he's all in on red. So I'm going to do a counter at his base here with 100 Firebats. So check this out, guys. We're just going to land right on top of his base. It's like these Firebats all just parachuted down. Oh man, they're like everywhere. They look like red ants. It's crazy. There's just so many flames being like thrown up right now. I can't even keep track. That's hilarious. I wonder what we're thinking right now. Because he's all in on red, but his base is going to be done here, so he's going to die before red does. Alright, so we are at 200, guys. So we've got 14 dropships here. I'm going to pick them all up, and we're going to get ready to go do a drop on this Protoss over here. So he's got a bunch of Dragoons, he's got cannons, and as you guys know, like, using Firebats versus Dragoons is just ridiculous. Like, nobody does it because it's not the right unit to counter against Dragoons. But we're going to do it anyways. We're going to drop 100 Firebats plus on top of these Dragoons here while he's being attacked at the front here. So it's going to be super funny. I don't think he's ever seen it before. I definitely haven't seen it much before, except for myself recently doing these. So this is going to be pretty funny. He doesn't have upgrades either, so he's only got +1. So I've got +2 and 2, and I think +3 is coming here soon as well. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see how quickly these Firebats either die or how quickly these Dragoons die. So it's one or the other. So let's see how this works. I'm going to drop it right on top of the Dragoons, so check this out. Oh man. They're just like surrounding the Dragoons, and the Dragoons are dying so quick. That's crazy. Wow. He's probably like thinking like, what the heck is this? Is this like a new build, a new strategy or something? My teammates are watching this and they're just like laughing. They're in like awe just watching this. So he's got Arbiter, so I have to keep on scanning because there's just, you know, units that keep popping out of the gateways and they're being cloaked, and so I have to keep scanning, unfortunately. But all of his probes are gone. The left side of his base is gone as well. Blue's like a Firebat army. Yeah, this is pretty surprising. I didn't think the Dragoons would die that quick. Alright, you guys, we are getting ready for another bonus clip number 3, getting ready for that mass 100 Firebats drop. I'm going to do it on top of these 2 players that are remaining. My ally unfortunately killed the Zerg down here. Well, actually just scared him off because he used his carriers. I told him not to, but I think he did it by accident, and now it's only 2 of them left. We've been letting them kind of own middle, letting Pink kind of fight a 1 versus 3. And so they've been pretty confident that we're probably noobs and whatnot, so they have no idea that I have all these Firebats inside my base. So now it's time to unleash it and just give them a big shocker here. So I'm going to pick all these up, and I'm thinking I'm going to drop it on blue first because there's a bunch of cannons around here. And I think he might have some attack units as well too. So it's going to be pretty funny to see how 100 Firebats does. Alright, let's do it, guys. Scan Zerg. Zerg doesn't have too much here, so it's not going to be that fun. Protoss has a bunch of probes, and I know he has a bunch of units at the choke here and a bunch of cannons. So let's see how well that does. Oh, there's a Reaver there as well, so I'm going to surround a Reaver with a bunch of Firebats here. Boom. Oh man, his base is swarmed with Firebats. He's probably never seen anything like this before. He's sending Stormers to come and storm these Firebats, but he doesn't have enough. Oh man, this stupid cannon is intruding the way here. But we'll take it out. We'll take out the Nexus. We'll take out any kind of tech buildings he's got here. And the Zerg's sending lurkers here, so my Firebats will probably die, but we'll still take out a bunch here. I gotta scan before I can go in. And yeah, lurkers are just overpowering versus Firebats. Alright, you guys, welcome back to bonus clip number 4. So we are back at it. We've got 100 Firebats here. I'm getting ready to do a massive drop on another player here that has probably never seen 100 Firebats being dropped on their base. So they've been owning middle here. They've been taking control of it for the past majority of the game here. My ally's just kind of chilling. He's actually had a bit of issue as well because he's being dropped and harassed. These guys were a bit better for sure. I have a Protoss down here, and he's just trying to just take choke for us. We got tanks here, so I just left it there. And I haven't really attacked much. I did a bit of harassment at the start, but now I'm going to save up and we're going to do this massive drop on these guys here. So check this out. Let's pick all these Firebats up. Alright, let's go for it. Let's go for the Terran here. Since he's right at 3 o'clock. Let's scan his base, and he's only got turrets all around. He's got a tank. All of his units are at the middle, so he's definitely gonna be shocked when he sees all these Firebats. Oh my god, it looks so stupid. Man, all of his Firebats just disappeared, and it's forcing him to have to lift his command center. I don't know if his allies see this yet. I don't know if they're seeing all these Firebats yet, because they're not coming to help him yet. This looks so stupid. Okay, so he's trying to contain the wall here so that I can't come out. He's got some tanks over here, so I'm gonna pick them up and probably drop them there afterwards. But you don't have enough dropships here, unfortunately. Okay, so I'll drop one dropship there. We'll target that siege tank right there. Oh, he was able to bust it. It's so funny. So ridiculous. I mean, if you died to like a bunch of Firebats, it would probably piss you off. Because you're like, I know I can counter that, but there's nothing I have that I can use right now. Okay, and he's got to lift his command center at the natural as well too. So he's pretty much abandoning his base now. Alright, let's send those remaining Firebats to the Zerg here. We'll take out the natural expansion, and he's had to pull his drones away. It looks so stupid. Oh, and they're sending his Firebat, his Mutalist back to save his hatchery here, but it's too late. Okay, back at home, I'm gonna make a new batch here, guys, with Firebats. We'll do another drop. Yeah, and these Mutalists are gonna take out these Firebats, even though they're like not upgraded. They're definitely gonna take out the Firebats because of the splash damage they've got. And my Firebats are like +3 and they're still dying. Alright, let's drop it on the Zerg here while my allies attack from the front. I'll drop right on top of the rear and finish them off here. Oh my god, it looks so crazy. Alright, last bonus clip here. This is the final one. I think this is the 5th one. So we're almost at 200. Check the food chart. We're at 160/164. So as soon as I get that 200, we're going to do a drop. So these guys have been pretty much almost finished here. So I'm just going to do a quick finale on a few players here and just get some fun reactions. Alright, we got them all picked up. Let's get ready. I'm thinking I'm going to drop on the red here, since he's got a bunch of units at the bottom. So we got red and green left here. Yeah, so he's got Hydras there. He's sending Mutalists to kill the expansion at 3 o'clock here. Green's got a bunch of mech units in the middle here. So he's pretty much taking control of middle. And my allies got battle cruisers. So he'll probably come with a finale and finish him up after. Alright, let's get ready for this. They dropped the Firebats right on top of the Hydras. Oh man, they surrounded the Hydras and just like roasted them so quick. Now we're just gonna stim a bunch of Firebats and just let them loose inside of Zerg's base. Oh my god, this looks crazy. And then we'll drop the remaining Firebats here. Oh man, there's so much chaos, it's crazy. And he's only got, I don't know what it is about Zerg, but I find they only have Mutalists when I have 100 Firebats inside their bases. Honestly, I think like 6, 7 lurkers could have saved him with a bunch of sunkens around his base. But he definitely didn't know that there was this many Firebats, so... Okay, so we're gonna finish his base definitely before he even comes back to save it, so... It's so funny. His eggs are actually pretty strong though, I'm surprised. So we are +3 on armor, just +2 on attacks, but... Alright, let's finish this expansion over here. And I think he doesn't have any more units or any other buildings. So we might just actually KO a player here with Firebats, guys. Oh, that's so funny. Alright, let's go for that drop at green over here. And let's do this finale, guys. Oh man, these SCVs just got roasted so quick. You can't even really run them away. Like, when Firebats come, like, that's it. Alright guys, there you have it. Hope you guys got to enjoy this. This is yet another fun Firebat, mass Firebats. This time I wanted to make sure we can get, like, you know, all the clips, everything that I typically can get when I'm doing Firebats. Because a lot of times, like, I'll do, like, I'll try to get like a perfect clip, but a lot of times I'll leave, or a lot of times there's only like a few players in the game, so that one final clip doesn't end up being that great. So what I did instead was I'm just gonna take those, compile it together so you don't miss out on all that action as well. Guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you guys check out all the different playlists that we have of different ways that we can get some fun reactions from players. Make sure you drop some comments, ideas, memes. I love it, guys. That's what makes this channel super fun. And as well, guys, I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one.